Okay, good evening, everyone. Today we are in a first meeting about the course of financial and technology, and also with the data analytics for the joining program between your university, Eastern Samar State University, and with my university, Kridawacana Christian University. So, my name is Septian Bayu Kristanto. I'm the lecturer for this course. And for the next meetings or for any questions, or maybe you want to discuss anything about these courses, you can contact me using my office emails, septian.bayu@ukrida.ac.id. Okay. For the first meetings, we need to expose about the course descriptions. The objective of this course is separate in two options. The first option is about the financial technology, or it's known as the fintech in our terms. And then the second, we will learning about the data analytics. For the fintech sessions, it could be in the 8 sessions. We will learn or we will summarize about exploring how the fintech works, how the fintech's affecting the world. At the end of the sessions, we will learn about how to summarize what the global fintech sector impacts in our easy ways, especially for the developing countries like Indonesia or maybe Philippines. And then in the section of data analytics, we will emphasize about the realistic business with some examples and the process of this business. And also we need to analyze about the business data and then make some modelings to help our decisions and to help our suggestions for the business practices. This is the objective of the FinTech and Data Analytic course. And what's the design of this course? This course will be conducted in online meetings using Zoom meetings that should have been shared to you for 1 semesters. And we will take the meetings for every Sunday at 5 p.m. in GMT plus 7 in my country, maybe GMT plus 8 in your country. And we will use the dashboard about the Ukrida virtual class or UVC. This is the link of UVC, but I'm sorry, for today, it's not ready yet for the UVC, but you can contact with your virtual buddies, or maybe you can exploring about your UVC, especially for your class that will enroll. And in this UVC, I will take the materials, the recording of our class, and also with the quizzes, because the students need to take the exits of every sessions using the quizzes, starting for the second meeting, not for the first meeting. Okay, and then how to evaluate this course. The successful of this course will be evaluated in 3 points. You will have a midterm and a final terms. For each options, will be weighted for 35%. Using the UVC or the virtual class, and also with the weekly assignment from the virtual class, we take the forms like the quizzes, and it will be taking for maybe every week until the course is ending for the end of the semesters. To simplify our lecturing materials, only use with the two kind of books that will be uploaded to our dashboard in UVC. The first book you need to, you will have about the fintech books. This is the handbook for the fintech investor, entrepreneur, and also the academicians, or you are, in other terms, we call the visionaries. It's from the Wiley, the publisher Wiley. And then after the fintechs part of this course, we will learn about data analytics using these books, business analytics for analysis and the decisions making from Albright and Wilson. Okay. For the fintech meetings, it will be separated in 8 portions. Starting with the introductions is for the first meeting. It will be taken for today. And for the next meeting, we will talk about the fintech themes in a global worldview. And then we will learn about the fintech hubs and the example of the best hub in the world, and what is the effect of fintechs for emerging markets and for the social media. After that, we have to take some explorations about the fintech solutions for uh, the best practices, maybe in your country, or maybe you can take an action in Indonesia, like in my country, or in other developing countries, for maybe for India, Philippines, Malaysia, or maybe Singapore. And then the capital and investments with the fintechs uh, entrepreneurs, and that's how the enterprise creates some innovations, especially for banking, to have some new insight to in the future of the banking or in the future of enterprise. And then we will close the meeting for the fintech sessions with the topic about the future of financial technology or the future of fintechs. Okay, the fintech meeting is done, and we will moving for the data analytics meetings. The data analytics meetings is starting with the introductions about how to explore the data, how to get and gather the data, and then we will starting with the simple way from the statistical models to analyze about maybe for the financials data, the customer data using the probability. And then we are moving to the inferential statistics and making some advanced analytical using the regressions and time series analysis. And to close our meetings in data analytics, we will learn about the optimizations and the modeling of the data. I will show you the calculations and the working students are working activity using the Microsoft Excels for the first parts, and then we can combine with the statistical software like the Stata. Okay, that's for the separations of meeting in the session of fintech and data analytics. Okay. Any question from you about the course descriptions that should be shared for you today? Any questions? Okay, I see Glynis and John is not connecting with the audio. Before we start the introduction materials, you need to wait it first, okay? Before we start, let me know about you, about our new students in this course for this semesters. Okay, you can introduce yourself, maybe one by ones. You can choose by yourself. Let me to stop share first. Okay. This is the starting point to introduce yourself. Please open your mic, please open your camera, and you can start to introduce what is your name, what is your nickname, and to know about your class and what is your expectations about this fintech course. We can start maybe for Klinis or Kleinis. Am I spelled right? Hello? Kleinis Turla or Klinis Turla? Or we can start with another ones. Venice Escote. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
So, my name is Venice Iscote from Eastern Samar State University, Borongan campus or the main campus. Um, my expectation for this class is to learn more about financial technology and the data analytics, and um, I can apply it to for future uses. That's all.
Okay. Thank you, Venice. Is it right to be called Venice? Venice or Escote?
It's okay, sir. Venice.
Okay. Thank you for
Okay, sir.
starting this introduction sessions. I think it's
Yes,
very
sir.
good. Okay, for the next students who wants to be the seconds to be introduced, Citabel or Oliver, Rebecca or John. Oh,
Hi, sir. Good evening.
okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, this is Citabel or Rebecca or
Hi,
Glenis.
Rebecca.
Rebecca, okay. Thank you, Rebecca, for responding. Please introduce yourself and what is your expectations about this course?
Hi, sir. My name is Rebecca Migaspe from Business Summer State University, G1 Campus, Philippines. Um, my expectation for this subject is it will give me deeper knowledge about financial technology and data analysis that I can use for my subjects in the next.
Okay, thank
Thank
you
you, sir.
for thank you for good presentations. Yeah, I think financial technology is a very developing in your country, especially. Okay, thank you, Rebecca. Who's next? Glenis, Oliver, Citabel, or John?
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Okay, Citabel, please
My name
introduce
is
yourself.
Vita Del Cantos.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Samar State University main campus, which is
In
Bulacan.
campus.
And my expectation for this course is to know more about the different sectors in financial technology and also about the business data analytics, which is very helpful with my course. Uh, which is very helpful in my course, which is the uh, accountancy.
Okay, thank you for this moment, Citabel. And I thought that you are for from the ESSU, but for the different campus. Venice is from Borongan, Citabel is from the main campus. And I think it doesn't matter because we learn with the one or in the same courses, the financial technology. I have a message from the Klinistorla. Okay. You cannot hear my voice. How about the others? Is it clear for you? Because I'm very clear about your voice. I can hear you in a good. Is it my voice is clear or is my presentation is clear for you? Please respond me to know about maybe we have a sum of yes. Maybe your connection is unstable, or maybe we can we have some different weather. So sometimes the bad weathers make the internet connection is unstable. Okay. I will continue about the materials before the time is goes. Okay. We have starting about introduce what is you and what is your expectations, your hope about this course. Okay. And now we will starting about the introductions of materials. What is the financials technology and how it works in our business, in our world, maybe in our country. But the terms financials technology is a combining about the two kind of activities. It's talk about the financials. It's like the money. It's like the process of banking, or maybe with related to the customers and the investor, the vendors, and anything. It concludes or it will meet in a market, and they are using a technology, maybe for the regular technology or maybe for the high-tech technology. And how it works, how the financials and technology will combine and they are working together. I have one video, a short video, to introduce you how the financial technology will works in our conditions. Let's take a while to getting information from this short video.
When you're a manager and selling beverage alcohol is a big part of your business, you want to be focusing on your operations and your customers, not stuck in the office dealing with the manual entry of alcohol invoices or pricing and product issues. Plus, having to pay in cash, check, or money order at the time of delivery is just another disruption. That's why Fintech revolutionized deliveries with our electronic funds transfer (EFT) payment system close to 3 decades ago. Our unrivaled nationwide distributor coverage and electronic payments for alcohol invoices serves as the foundation of our company, providing support and services to thousands of alcohol distributors across the country and growing by 50 to 60 each month. Fintech's payment source is the only EFT and data solution in the alcohol industry approved and available for use in all 50 states. Our expertise ensures your invoice payments are made on time and in accordance with all state liquor laws. From this nationwide experience, we have collected alcohol purchase data for decades, giving us the broadest, most accurate data in the beverage alcohol industry. InfoSource, the data and analytics branch of Fintech Services, has fueled the growth of our business and gives you the most timely data available. In fact, our data covers the largest source of retailer and draft purchase data in the industry, spanning chains and independents, providing our retailers and distributors with all the information you could possibly need right at your fingertips. This unparalleled scope of data is the foundation of our comprehensive platform, which provides you with powerful industry knowledge and effective strategies for growth and connectivity. This branch of Fintech offers rollout strategy assistance, unmatched distributor and retailer coverage, personalized customer support, industry partnerships, and integrations with route accounting software and back-office systems. Fintech's solution also includes cutting-edge business tools and products such as Fintech's Order Source for PO management, Credit Communicator, and Fintech's Price Source, delivering you real-time product pricing and promotion information. This means you can reach higher levels of efficiency with services designed to simplify and streamline your business practices. Also, Fintech serves as the regulatory information resource in the industry. Not only does our platform provide user-friendly data and analytic reporting to equip businesses with powerful purchasing knowledge, we also act as a strategic advisor to connect and grow businesses through industry partnerships and provide electronic payments to save you time and money. From offering insight into regulatory issues, highlighting the latest news in the alcohol industry, to educating customers about the beverage alcohol business. That's why Fintech is the one-source solution for the beverage alcohol industry. Our roots in electronic payments have grown to become a nationwide, award-winning business, working with thousands of distributors, processing more than 500,000 invoices weekly, and representing over $27 billion in payments annually. Contact us today to learn more about how our experience can help grow your business.
Okay, that's very nice. The definitions or the illustrations about the financial technology, as they learns that one of the brands of financial technology is about data analytics. The data analytics is very useful for the value chains and very impressive supporting the financial technology because it's provide most timely data and most accurate of analysis. So with these informations, we now learn and we can make some one-source solutions that financial technology is the best pathway to creating a success in the current business. So, what is the best practices for financial technology or fintechs? You can learn about the banking innovations or maybe the mobile apps. That is the one piece of the fintech innovations.
When you're a manager and
Okay. Next, continue about the fintechs revolutions. Before we need to exploring about the how the financial technology in historicals or maybe for the innovations. You may heard about the fintech revolutions. The fintech revolutions is talking about this industry. This industry, the financial sector, is a most promising industry in the current years or the current situations. And it could be generated in the three kind of positions. Some of people thinking about the fintech is like a startup, is talking about the new business innovations. But another people thinking about the fintech is like a new products or new services in the banking sector or in the financial sectors. But another peoples or another young peoples thinking about the fintech is a way to changing the finance for the better in the global transactions, not only by the cash, they are using the virtuals, they are using the maybe for the express transactions, real-time transactions, not only by the bidding auctions or maybe with another the old technology of financial sector. So this is the fintech revolutions and how we can measure is it good, is it bad, or is it works for our conditions. We can learn about the global fintech database for financial inclusions. Okay. Let me take you 1 minute for video comprehension about the fintechs database or the fintechs revolutions.
Access to financial services is vital to global development, making it easier to invest in health, education, and business. Accounts with the bank or mobile money service help families manage economic emergencies that can push them into poverty. Globally, billions of people are saving, borrowing, making payments, and managing risk with digital financial services. Sub-Saharan Africa leads the world in mobile money account use now, as they have experienced rapid advancement in a short time frame. And in the past 3 years, the share of people in China using a phone to make online purchases and payments from their bank account has more than doubled. Technology continues to drive financial inclusion, and today 69% of adults have an account. But in many countries, women are still less likely than men to have an account. Access to financial services can help empower women, and technology offers promising solutions. India's government significantly reduced the gender gap and the gap between rich and poor adults by using biometric IDs to help people get accounts. In many sub-Saharan African countries, women are as likely as men to use only a mobile money account. There are now over 1 billion unbanked adults who have a mobile phone. Technology has the power to accelerate financial inclusion and build financial security for the millions of women and men who need it most.
Okay. From this video, we learned that the financial technologies can help for the medium or low income countries. They have some example from India and the South Africa. The movement of financial technology using the smartphone, using the internet connections, it helps the peoples to creating some wealthy, and they having to be connected to other peoples in the other countries. So this is the revolutions about the using of financial in the technology in the financial sectors. Most of them is very impactful for the low middle countries. This is the journey about our financial technology innovations in our of the world. So it's starting about the shifting about the financial landscapes. The starting point is about the changing how financials can be connected to our peoples. We starting with the old time, or maybe the old way to be financial markets, like the cash transactions, cash payments, and they are moving to the debit card transactions in the late of 1980. And then the shifting of financial landscape is moving to the credit card, the use of more consumable peoples, or they are gathering a lot of money, a lot of the budgets to make people's more consumable using the credit card. And then it's still an unfinished revolutions. We learn about the moving of the credit cards. There are so many kind of regulations about the credit cards, and then they are moving to maybe the slower regulations to make people easy for access using the banking applications. Now, with the people that may be unbanked or they having no accounts, they can make some payments. They can make some transactions. They will be connected to another vendors, or maybe they can make some international payment or the virtual payment using the banking applications. So the banking app is the one of the milestone about the revolution in our financial technology. So starting in the 20s, the challenge of the banks, they are moving from the real transactions to the part of the people's moving to the virtual transactions. And now between the COVID-19 pandemics, most of the transaction is due by the virtual. It's starting for over than 70%, and now it's almost 100% of the transactions using the virtual account. Most of them are still using the real accounts. So this is the challenge for banking sectors. And then after the challenging about the banking sector, they also have another risk for the utilities, for the device, for the bank applications, for the transactions. they having some risk or the global risk like the personal identifications or the personal ID. And then they're moving for the security or the cybercrime of risk. The risk about these virtual transactions will be moving and they will be tackled by the cybersecurity crime. And then they're still moving until now. We call to be the dynamic needs or the dynamic transactions between the customer, the investors, and they are moving in the real market or in the virtual market. So we call it the future of the banking sectors. This is not the end of era because it's still moving, it's still dynamically. So while we talk about the future of banking sector is unfinished process. What do you thinking about the future of bankings? We can see about this short video, how the banking works in the future time or starting with in this year or in the current year.
In the near future, banks will be invisible. Banking will be more intertwined in the lives of consumers than ever before. Accessing banking services anytime, anywhere, without the need to queue in a bank. Banking is in the palm of your hand. Traveling smarter with cashless multi-currency exchange, mobile payment, and more through all-in-one e-wallet. Get personalized offers and product promotions in the right place at the right time. Smart banking opens up a new world of possibilities. Faster payment system enables instant interbank transfer and real-time P2P payments. Intelligent chatbots and virtual assistants make banking easier for everyday consumers. Advisory on investments is now an automated process through robo-advisors. The future of cross-border payment will be as convenient as domestic ones, enabling payments to be executed in seconds. Sending and receiving funds quickly and securely to anyone, anywhere in the world with full transparency. Powered by swift global payment innovation, businesses will be able to track the status of the cross-border payment instantly, from instructions to destination, end to end. Through big data analytics, banks can leverage deeper customer insights to provide predictive recommendations, seize the cross-selling opportunities, and build stronger customer relationships. Taking advantage of the blockchain-based smart contract, customers enjoy full automation of transaction process with just a few clicks. Digital transformation is shaking up the banking industry. With the rise of virtual banking and digital bank, traditional banks who have yet to adapt will be left behind. Capitalizing on the confluence of digital technologies to revolutionize customer experience. Enhance service offerings with open banking APIs. Seamlessly integrating banking services to every aspect of life. As a trusted digital transformation partner, PCCW Solutions bridges evolving consumer needs and dynamic market demands with our innovative technologies and industry expertise. We make your digital world come alive.
Okay, that is the future of banking innovations. As we learn that in the future, a bank is no more than the office. The bank is become invisible. because they are moving for every transactions to go virtually. They're trying to make every transactions very easy using your finger. Not only you come to the office or make the real transactions. So they are do it in the virtually, and this is the smart way to learn about the future of banking transactions. So from this video or this lesson learned of this video, what does the fintech will bring to us? Fintech creating some innovations. Fintech creating the different future or our banking services. For the services in financial sectors, for the banking sectors, maybe for the consumer way, or in the market sectors. So they have the different markets. Now we are facing for two kind of markets, the real markets and the virtual markets. The fintech is bring with the three principles of the knowledge. They deliver about the trust between the customers, the vendors, maybe with the banks or with the another sections of the business markets, because they do the transactions not in the real cash. They are doing in the virtual, and they can make some connections actually uh, in the real-time transactions. Fintech also brings the second principles about the transparency. Every kind of transactions should be disclosed about how to deliver the money, how to creating some space, and how make some business process. And the last point is fintech is bring us for a new advanced technology. The technology will be elaborate and becomes the highest more and more, and then will be connecting everyone's or every people's with the cloud transactions, with the visuals, maybe with the remittance of the transactions using their own technology. This is how the fintech or financial technology will be upgraded in the developing worlds. We learned that some of developing worlds, like in my country, Indonesia, or your country's Philippines, we starting the financials about the activity from the scratch transactions. Maybe in the last 70 or last 80, the bank is develops. The transaction is moving more and more generous. And then in the late of 20, the bank is very impressive. The awesomes of the credit card functions, or maybe starting with the banking applications. But now, in the pandemic situations, the bank should be having a new awareness. What is the kind of awareness? Because there are financial sectors uh, ready to handle unbanked peoples, ready to everyone's with low income to having financial accounts, and they can make some transactions like the borrowing, lending, and investment with the low of the capitals. So it's difficult, or maybe it could be against about the bank rules. This is the era of the disruptions. So we can reimagine it, how the financial sector for the low and the middle peoples will be against in the bank for the rich people, or with the mediums low uh, peoples. They are very, very developing. So for the examples, I choose the one examples about the developing financial revolutions. This is for your country. I think that you are familiar with your country. So I will choose about the developing country is in Philippines. And they have the fintech revolutions too. What is the transformations? and what is the impact of financials to be the revolutions in your country. Let's see this video, how the Philippines peoples transform their financials industry.
The Philippines financial technology, or Fintech for short, is becoming the new norm for the country. People are rapidly transitioning from using cash to using apps that power the cashless society. This is happening everywhere, from the smallest stores such as Sari Sari and to the biggest malls on the island nation. The land's biggest fintech company, Gcash, reported that in 2021, the country registered way over 3.8 trillion pesos in transaction value, or around 74 billion US dollars. But just in 2020, the app reported nowhere near, as it only had 1.2 trillion pesos or 23 billion US dollars in transaction value. So how did the Philippines transform its overall financial industry in just such a small amount of time? Was it just because of the COVID lockdowns, or was it through strong strategic governance by the Gcash company? Moreover, what does the future look like? Well, before we move on, don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe for more. The Philippines' reliance on fintech was never really that big in the past, unlike other countries that transitioned years before. The Philippines financial technology, or Fintech for short, is becoming the new norm for the country. People are rapidly transitioning from using cash to using apps that power the cashless society. This is happening everywhere, from the smallest stores such as Sari Sari and to the biggest malls on the island nation. The land's biggest fintech company, Gcash, reported that in 2021, the country registered way over 3.8 trillion pesos in transaction value, or around 74 billion US dollars. But just in 2020, the app reported nowhere near, as it only had 1.2 trillion pesos or 23 billion US dollars in transaction value. So how did the Philippines transform its overall financial industry in just such a small amount of time? Was it just because of the COVID lockdowns, or was it through strong strategic governance by the Gcash company? Moreover, what does the future look like? Well, before we move on, don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe for more. The Philippines' reliance on fintech was never really that big in the past, unlike other countries that transitioned years before. Unlike other countries that transitioned many years ago, the Philippines only did so in the past few. In 2017, the entire nation only had 2.2 million active e-money accounts, but in 2021, it now has around 55 million. While the growth of fintech, as many believe, was driven by the COVID lockdown, we believe it wasn't the only driver, as it was also in 2019, prior to the pandemic, that e-payments were surging already. In that year, close to 18 million people had active e-money accounts. This strong move to digital was partly because of the superb execution of the so-called Gcash app, the country's leading fintech application that has an extensive amount of financial services. The company behind the application is called Mint, and it is also the country's first ever unicorn enterprise, or $1 billion or more in valuation as a startup. Mint is a startup partnership, however, not by a group of highly intelligent individuals, but backed by three huge corporations, namely Globe Telecom, Ayala Corporation, two of which reside in the Philippines, and Ant Financial, China's leading digital payment and the one behind Alipay, which is also renowned to be founded by no other than Jack Ma. Mint so far has two services. The first is Gcash, and the second is Fuse, a lending platform. Currently, the startup is valued at $2 billion after it raised over $300 million from several investors around the world. This has placed the company as one of the most exciting startups to watch in Southeast Asia. Although Mint is the leading fintech corporation in the country, it is not the only one operating in the nation. A company called PayMaya, which has 38 million users, is also a substantial mover in this category. And just like Mint, this enterprise is backed by the country's largest corporations as well. This, along with 216 fintech companies operating in the land, are continually helping transform the very lives of Filipinos to become more global. Services on the island nation are growing, from insurtech, wealth tech, blockchain, crowdfunding, The rapid emergence of companies serving these categories are the reason why innovation is taking place, and it helps shift every Filipino's decision to go digital. The future of fintech, on the other hand, is just going to get bigger. By 2023, the Central Bank of the Philippines predicts that 50% of the total retail transactions will be done through digital, and 70% of Filipino adults will be financially included. This is going to be a big mover to the financial system, as there are still a number of Filipino adults that are unbanked, but it is all going to change due to the lower barrier of entry for fintech. What's going to be the helm of financial technologies, however, we believe is cryptocurrency. The society's blockchain potential is ripe for innovation. A study found that the Philippines is one of the leading adopters of this emerging disruption, as the citizens slowly realize the potential of it to become an income-generating and value of crypto. Even the Philippine Stock Exchange, local banks, stated that they have plans to promote cryptocurrencies as assets or for trading. These are all propelling the Philippines as a country ripe for innovation in the financial technology space. Disrupting the status quo in this industry will also place more emphasis on other emerging technologies. As this sector continues to emerge as a place filled with innovation, we will see more of these moving the entire country's economy further.
Okay, that's how financial technology creates some revolutions in your country's financial industry. And now, starting in 2019, the fintech user is moving more than 4 times, and it's still developing until now. So the Philippines is the one of the biggest fintech user in Southeast Asia. Even as Indonesia, fintech in Philippines is more powerful. You can see about your fintech landscape in the latest years, 2022. The Philippines plays or hold the mint as the one of the unicorn in the financial industry. So mint have been compensated with another of the industries using maybe for the telecommunications, the transportations. So they can develop their use of the wireless card or maybe with the wireless cash using the GCash, maybe with the another movement. They are trying to moving for the real cash to the virtual cash. So this is the big evolutions in your countries, in your fintech industry. So it's very impactful and very impressive for the Philippines. And before we end about how the fintechs will be affected to our countries, it's still in introductions. We learn about the current of the financial technology. Now in the current situations, the only 2 points to be developed or to be looked. It is a new way of looking. We need the good regulations to support the fintech sector, because the banking sector, the financial sector is have a lot of regulations. They are in the old way to facing the virtual market or the reality market. So we need a new regulations. We need a soft regulations to supporting this advance or the movement about the financial technology sector. And the second that we need to have a look is about the kind of fintechs. It could be for wearables. It could be from the foreign exchange, or maybe with the developing Bitcoins or the blockchain technology. They still have a support. They need good regulations, and they also need another financial literacy to have or to gain or to gather another customers, especially for the young adults consumers. So this is the two topics that you can explore about the current trends in financial technology. The next sessions or the next weeks, we will explore again about the financial technology teams, the fintech teams. This is the part of how we start the fintech revolutions, how we start the moving or the success of financial industry. But you need to thinking about what is the awareness about the banking, because the bank need to be thinking collaborations. Then they want to compete with another financial sectors. So I know bank is very stable for the long time. It's very stable in every countries, but the financial industry it's having some enlargements. They enhancing about the another global sectors. So banking should be responsible to create most of innovations, to be collaborate, not in innovations, not in competition. Then maybe some collaboration in the financial industry. They can make some advanced technology like the contactless technology using bioenergy or retina energy. It could be for the digital wallets or the cryptocurrencies, the another topics for the blockchains. And then they make some innovations. They should be leveraging about the innovations for the technology using the applications programming interface or API. This API will be enabling another software or different software, uh, and it could be for connecting for in every countries, not only for the locally, it could be connected globally. So by the system, you can communicate for the another bank or bank in another country using your applications. The second point that banking to be thinking, the banking sectors to be think about the technology startups. The technology startup is looking for financial service landscapes. They are using the rationality by the internet users or in consumer of internets. So the business model of banking industry should be changed because they are not in the old way, using the customer service, using the front officer, they are using the technology infrastructures. Banking should create another bank apps or mobile apps or website apps. So they can make some collaborations, they can make some movement, or they will be gather some new customer, even they are unbanked, to having the personal's ID. So this is will be elaborate for the next meetings with the idea about the financial technology teams or fintech teams. So I think that's all that I need to learn or I need to be uh, taking informations to you for the first sessions. In the starting of these meetings, I'll show you about the course descriptions. What is the objection of this financial technology course? And you know that we are separate in two of point view, the fintech's innovations and about the data analytics. This is the branch of the fintech technology. And that's we starting with the introductions, how the worlds become changing about the development of financial technology, how the bank should make some awareness about the new technology in a virtual transactions. And we close about the innovation in your country, the Philippines. They have good revolutions for the fintech industry. So this is the end of the lecturing sessions. I open the time. Maybe you have any questions or maybe you have any idea to be discussed in our the rest of the time. It's very welcome to you for Fanny's, Oliver, Yasin, Glanis, and Citabel or Jones to take an options to maybe taking an questions or maybe you can show your interest about these materials. The time is yours. Please respond me if you any question or you doesn't have any questions. For Venice, is it clear for you?
Yes, sir. No more questions, sir.
Thank you for responding. Oliver, how about you? If you can answer me by the audio, you can answer me using the chat room. Yeah?
Am I audible, sir?
Okay. Thank you for responding, Oliver. And also Yachin using the chat room. Yeah. Maybe for Clinis and Citabel or John, is it clear for you? Okay, thank you for responding, Citabel. All right. This is the end of the sessions. I will sorry. Okay. You can have the presentations, Oliver. But I need to upload it to your dashboard, your Eucrida virtual class or UVC, and should be accessed by the next week with the quizzes. Okay, thank you for the good response and for reminding me about these materials. Okay, this is the end of the sessions for the first meetings. We have another meetings or another sessions. I don't know, maybe in the Thursday or Friday for welcomings about the international class preachings between your university, ESSU and UCRIDA. And then we can next to our sessions, the sessions two for the next Monday. Okay, thank you for responding to the best. We will conducting the sessions for every Monday, 5 p.m. in my countries in GMT plus 7. So you can join with the Zoom sessions or with the your links by the virtual bodies. And any question, if you have any questions, if you have any quizzes, you can take by me personally or using the virtual class. But for every materials for in the session 1, session 2, and until the rest of the sessions will be delivered to the our dashboard with the virtual class. Okay. So, before I close this sessions, thank you for coming. Thank you for attending. For Fanny's, Oliver, Yasin, Clinis, Sitabel, and Jones. I'm very glad to be here, and this is our starting sessions about how we learning about the financial technology. I'm not teaching in Indonesia only because this is the global way. Fintech is the global industry. So I will show you about the revolutions about the financial technology, not in my country, not only in your country, but in a global way with the easy informations. Okay. Thank you for coming today, and we'll see you again for next week. See you.